All right. Hello, welcome to our first ever live video feed. So today we'll be answering some of the common questions on the topic of buying a home.
We're going to try to do this on a regular basis to answer as many questions as you have on the many various real estate topics. We've had a lot of experience over the years in real estate. We can answer any and all questions you have, from buying to selling to refining. Feel free to send us your questions on email, comment below. You can call us, you can email us, whatever you want.
What's the first thing I need to do when buying a home? Well, the first thing we recommend is talking with the lender. Let's get you pre-approved. This gives you an idea on how much you can afford. What do I need to have in order to get pre-approved? Well,
before we jump into that, it's very important, guys, that if you're interested in buying a home, you get pre-approved. Just because I've seen so many times where people go out, they see a house, they fall in love with it, and they're not pre-approved yet. And by the time they get pre-approved and get their paperwork, that house is gone. And the last thing we want to do is have you fall in love with a house and then not be able to get it. So before you hop in the car, before you go out, see a house and ready to make an offer, I really highly recommend talk to a lender. We have a number of lenders we work with a variety of programs, from no money down to getting your closing costs paid for, to down payment assistance programs that can really help you purchase your home in whatever situation that you're in. If you have bad credit, we can help you with contact with some of the credit repair people to help you get to that process. Whatever it is, we have a solution for you in some way, shape, or form. So don't be afraid to contact us.
So a couple of things we're going to need are 2 years of tax returns, the latest paycheck stub, and a bank statement. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's basically what you need to get pre-approved. The lender's going to ask you for that. So make sure when you're ready to go through that process, you have that in hand. And that way they can really give you a solid number of what you can really afford. And that's the best way to move forward when looking to buy a house. One of the second most common questions is, all right, so I found a house online, I like it, how do I buy it? There's a statistic out there right now that 90% of the buyers today find their home online first before even contacting an agent. So it's very common. So what's the first thing you need to do? You find your house online, you like it, you're already pre-approved, you're ready to go. You got to find a good agent. It's crucial. Find a good agent, someone like us. That has experience. Finding a good agent on your side is very key, because you need to make sure they know how to negotiate a good deal. They know how to deal with the loan. They know how to deal with negotiating closing costs, negotiating repairs. There's so many things that get involved with buying a house. You really want to make sure you have a good agent on your side. So you found a good house, you found a good agent. Next thing you want to do is go out there and see the home. Make sure you like it. Make sure you like the neighborhood. Make sure you like the house. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and make an offer.
Yeah, so another great question is, what do I need when I'm ready to make an offer? So good news is the agent does most of the work. All we're going to need is a pre-approval letter, a bank statement, and paycheck stubs.
Right, so when you submit an offer, you really want to make sure that you submit a complete offer to the seller. Make sure that they know that you're a serious buyer. So we need these documentations to submit it and to basically paint the best picture of you as a buyer. Again, this is when a really good agent comes in handy, agents like us that know what to do and how to get your offer accepted, especially in the situation when you're dealing with multiple offers. You want to make sure your agent knows how to set your offer apart. You don't want to just submit a half-done offer that doesn't have any of this documentation, because that tells the seller that you're not really serious. All right, so the next question we have here, we get this a lot. We get this a lot, especially from first-time buyers, is how much money do I really need to buy a house, right? At the end of the day, it's all about dollars and cents. There's a number of components to how much money you need. The number one is the down payment. And we have programs, and depending on the situation, you can go from 0% all the way up to 25%. It really just depends on the situation as a whole. It depends on your credit. It depends on the type of property you're buying, your job, just so many things. That's why it's so important to get pre-approved, to really know what you're going to need to buy a house. The second component that we have is the closing costs. A lot of people ask me, well, how much are closing costs? It's a tough number to really pin down. There's so many different costs associated with it. A good round ballpark number is about 2.5% to 3% of the purchase price. So if it's a $300,000 home, you're probably looking around $9,000, give or take. Again, if you have a good agent like us on your side that have programs available to them, there's programs out there that can pay a lot of your closing costs, if not all of them. A good agent will negotiate for you to have the seller pay for a lot of these closing costs. So it just really depends on the agent and the situation. So give us a call, and we can kind of point you in the right direction to get to know you and see what your situation is. And those are really the two components. Then there's the small little fees like appraisal you might have to pay up front, the deposit that you have to put up front, and those things. But you figure around 2.5% to 3%. What's the last question here?
Well, the final most common question is, as a buyer, do I pay agent commission? Absolutely not. We're here to work for you at the end of the day. So since you are not paying us, we recommend you get the best agent you can. We are here to work for you and get you the best deal possible.
Yeah, a lot of people have a misconception out there about agents and how they get paid. Typically in a transaction, the seller is the one paying for the commissions. And so what you want to do is find an agent to represent you. A lot of people, they go straight to the listing agent, which is common. The one thing I have to say about that is that listing agent is working for the seller. So, and because it's not coming out of your pocket, why not have someone like us on your side fighting for your best interest? The listing agent is going to fight for the seller's best interest. Who's looking out for your best interest? So make sure you find an agent that's experienced, that's hardworking, that knows the business, that can really fight for you and get you the best deal out there. Again, there's so many moving parts when it comes to buying real estate: the home, the closing costs, the lending, the inspections, the appraisals. The experience really comes in handy, and if you're not paying for it, then that's your benefit. So make sure you take advantage of that and find a good agent. So if you're thinking about buying a home, give us a call, give us an opportunity to earn your business. We'll show you kind of our track record, what we've done, and how we can help you, finally realize that dream of buying a house.
So that's it for this video. These are just some of the most common questions we get. We know you have a lot more questions, so feel free to contact us by phone, email, Instagram, Facebook. We are also on YouTube, so don't hesitate to give us a call. Another thing is we are now doing Skype videos. Yeah, so one of the things we've looked into, a lot of people have a lot of questions, and they have busy schedules and driving around, and they have little free time, but they want to talk to someone. They want to have that face-to-face interaction. So what we are doing, if you're interested, you can set up an appointment. We'll do a Skype or a FaceTime call. It's face-to-face, quick 15-minute call to answer any questions you may have one-on-one.